In the heart of a backwater trade hub within the Scutum Centaurus arm of the Milky Way, the captain, a great big fuzzy fellow named Gralkon, found himself haggling over a piece of tech that nobody seemed interested in. Gralkon, twice the size of the average human, exuded a calm demeanor that belied his immense size. The backwater trade hub buzzed with a cacophony of alien languages, the clatter of merchants peddling their wares, and the hum of distant starships. Captain Gralkon, towering over the diverse crowd being from a race that is larger than most, made his way through the makeshift stalls, his fur-covered frame brushing against various exotic beings. Clutched in his oversized hands was his piece of tech salvage from a recent skirmish, a device with potential, but one that seemed to be drawing little interest. Gralkon approached a small shop with flickering neon lights, manned by an alien trader with an assortment of peculiar gadgets on display. The trader, a spindly creature with luminescent appendages, eyed Gralkon's tech with mild curiosity. The trader speaks up.
"What's this you got, Captain? Another piece of human junk?"
This is no ordinary piece. It's salvaged from the latest skirmish in the Yan-era cluster. Tech like this could give you an edge.
Yan-era cluster, you say? Not many takers for human tech around here, Captain. Maybe you should try the scrapyard.
Undeterred, Gralkon continued his attempt to sell the tech, moving through the bustling hub, catching glimpses of peculiar alien species. His frustration grew with each dismissal, and he found himself in a dimly lit alley, contemplating his next move. Meanwhile, in the alien brothel, Vortex, the Aqua-looking dude, navigated the colorful corridors with a swagger in his step. His tendrils swayed rhythmically as he approached a group of alien patrons, each with unique and vibrant features. Vortex, known for his charismatic and carefree personality, so he indulged in his usual approach to socializing. Vortex gets up and stands on a table.
"Ladies and gentlemen of the galaxy, feast your eyes on Vortex, the Aqua sensation. Today's your lucky day. You get a chance to experience the charm of Aqua royalty."
The alien patrons chuckled, some intrigued by Vortex's audacious display. He continued to work the room, offering compliments and witty remarks. Vortex walks over to an alien female.
"You, my multi-limbed beauty, ever danced with an Aqua prince before?"
"You're no prince. Just a charming troublemaker."
But aren't we all just stardust and mischief in the grand scheme of things?"
His attempts at soliciting physical engagement were met with varying degrees of success, yet Vortex remained undeterred. Unbeknownst to him, Gralkon, still frustrated from his unsuccessful attempts to sell the tech he had, entered the brothel seeking solace.
Vortex, my man, you better have some good news because I've had enough of these alien stares.
"Gralkon, my friend, the night is young and the galaxy is full of opportunities. What brings you to the den of my pleasures?"
Vortex, obviously drunk on whatever weird concoctions he drank and alien extracurricular supplementation he absorbed.
Trying to sell this tech has been more trouble than it's worth. Maybe a drink and some entertainment will lift my spirits.
"Now we are talking, buddy."
So as the night unfolded, the unlikely duo found themselves in a dive bar in a dark corner of the trading hub on the asteroid belt, nursing their drinks and sharing tales of their misadventures. Little did they know, their escapades in the trade hub and the brothel were about to lead them to unexpected companionships. The dive bar pulsated with an eclectic mix of alien chatter. Mira Stone, the human mercenary, who sat alone in a shadowy corner, nursing a drink in solitude. Clad in a hooded outfit that concealed her formidable physique, 'cause being human you were stronger and faster than 99% in the galaxy, and you don't fuck with the human females especially, Mira observed the lively chaos around her. Vortex was at the center of attention, charming and being charmed in equal measure. His tendrils swayed rhythmically as he engaged with various alien patrons. Mira, battle-worn, with a smirk on her face, appreciated the spectacle while sipping her drink sitting in the corner with her hood up. As the night progressed, an inebriated alien that was 3 times the size of Vortex, fueled by liquid courage, decided to make Vortex the target of his aggression. Mira, sensing trouble, rolled her eyes. The alien bartender, also sensing trouble, walked over to Mira 'cause he already noticed she was a human and whispered in her ear, begging for her to help with the scenario about to unfold. After the second reach for help from the bartender, Mira reluctantly rose from her seat, muttering to herself,
"Why do I always have to babysit?"
The belligerent alien, oblivious to Mira's presence, continued his attempts to provoke Vortex. Mira, with an exasperated sigh, approached the troublemaker with the grace of a seasoned bouncer.
"Look at you, Aqua boy, thinking you're something special."
You know, I've seen toddlers with better insults. Step aside, you tiny tantrum.
The alien towered over Mara as he turned around, taken aback. It attempted to puff up his chest, but was met with Mara's unimpressed gaze. As he raised a threatening hand toward Vortex, Mara's hand shot out, gripping the troublemaker's wrist with a strength that left him stupefied.
I said, enough. Go find someone your own size. Or intellect, maybe.
Vortex, witnessing the spectacle, couldn't help but chuckle as Mira effortlessly defused the potential conflict. The bar fell into an uneasy hush as the patrons processed the unexpected turn of events as they realized a human, and not only a human, but a human female was engaging in the interaction. Mira gave the troublemaker a dismissive wave. The alien, now sobered by the encounter, slinked away, muttering incomprehensible apologies. Mira returned to her seat, rolling her eyes once again. Vortex, with a grin, approached her.
Thanks, that could have gotten messy.
Mira, raising an eyebrow, replied.
This galaxy is messed up. We are all in this together, right? Maybe next time don't be an idiot.
Vortex, still amused, gestured toward the retreating troublemaker.
I guess he learned the hard way that size doesn't matter when you're dealing with shit.
Gralkon steps in.
You've got quite the intimidation factor, my friend. Captain Gralkon at your service.
Mira Stone. Always ready for a good fight.
Vortex, trying to be smooth, turns to his fluffy buddy Gralkon talking to the human and tried joining the conversation.
Gralkon, my man. Looks like we've got ourselves a new partner in crime. And who's this lovely human?
Mira Stone, meet Vortex, a charming Aqua who also happens to be an exceptional mechanic when he feels the need to enlighten me with his skills.
Pleasure to meet you, Mira. I'm the Prince of Aqua somewhere, but who cares about that, right?
In the dimly lit dive bar, Captain Gralkon, Vortex, and Mira Stone found themselves sharing a table, the aqua-looking playboy with tendrils swaying in a rhythmic dance.
Settle down, Vortex, let's try and be quiet for once.
The trio sipped on their drinks, exchanging tales of their escapades when Vortex, with a mischievous glint in his eyes, decided to share a recent discovery.
You wouldn't believe what I heard in that brothel earlier. A concubine mentioned cargo hold 237, said there's a unique item stashed away. A real game changer.
Gralkon, his fuzzy exterior giving away nothing, raised an eyebrow.
A unique item? In a cargo hold? I'm intrigued but skeptical.
Myra, ever the pragmatic mercenary, observed Vortex with a hint of skepticism herself.
Unique item? Sounds like a setup, Aqua Prince. What's the catch?
Vortex, leaning in with an air of theatricality, began weaving the tale he had heard in the brothel.
Rumors abound about the whispering gadget, a relic from a distant galaxy, they say. Powers beyond imagination. But, you know, with these stories, you can never be too sure.
As Vortex recounted the concubine's tale, Gralkon and Mira exchanged glances, a silent agreement passing between them. The allure of the unknown had a way of drawing even the most skeptical beings. Vortex, concluding his story, and grinned at his companions.
Now, my friends, what do you say we check out cargo hold 237? A little adventure might do us good.
Vortex using his body waving all his tendrils about trying to entice Gralkon and Mara. Gralkon, his curiosity piqued, nodded in agreement.
If there's something worth finding, let's find it. Mira, what's your take on this?
Mira, her stoic expression breaking into a smirk, raised her glass.
I've dealt with worse. Let's see what this whispering gadget is all about.
The trio, fueled by a shared sense of curiosity and the promise of adventure, made their way to the asteroid's cargo hold sector. Cargo hold 237. As they continued bonding, they found themselves in a situation involving a cargo hold with a peculiar find. With a unanimous nod, the captain, Mira, and Vortex stepped into the unknown, ready to unravel the secrets hidden within cargo hold 237, which they thought was a damn waste of time. Little did they know that the whispering gadget, which they believed to be a mystical artifact, was, in fact, a deactivated robot. Vortex, already bored, left, as Mira and Gralkon moved on to the robot, not noticing Vortex left. Mira, strong as hell, like the assuming of most in the galaxy, the human female is first to inquire about their newfound treasure and hits a button.
I am GL1TCH, a smart robot or smartish robot. I got more tricks up my metal sleeves than you can imagine.
Within the mysterious cargo hold, GL1TCH, Gralkon, and Mirrorstone found themselves in the aftermath of Vortex's departure. The room was filled with enigmatic artifacts and alien technology, and GL1TCH, the smart robot, looked around with digital eyes that seemed slightly befuddled.
Pardon my circuits, but does anyone have a manual for what just happened? Why are we in a cargo hold?
Gralkon, his fuzzy demeanor hiding a sense of amusement, gestured toward the scattered crates.
Vortex left us with a cosmic puzzle, supposedly my robotic friend. We're here to unravel the mysteries of this cargo hold. Any insights?
GL1TCH, its panels shifting in a digital approximation of a shrug, responded.
Insights? My databanks are as confused as a quantum algorithm in a temporal anomaly. I'm in the dark here.
Mirrorstone, leaning against a crate, smirked.
Looks like we've got ourselves a quirky robot. What's your story, GL1TCH?
GL1TCH, attempting to sound mysterious, replied.
The story of Glitch, a bot born from the fusion of binary code and cosmic humor. I'm here for the glitches and the cosmic punchlines.
Gralkon, amused by GL1TCH's introduction, couldn't help but chuckle.
Well, GL1TCH, welcome to our cosmic misfit crew. Now, about getting out of this cargo hold.
Red and purple lights start going off with loud alarms. Meanwhile, as Vortex, like usual, off doing his own thing, seizing an opportunity to showcase his mechanical skills, discovered an old, dilapidated ship nearby and used his comm channel to contact Gralkon.
Hey, Gralkon, let's steal this hunk of junk I found in Docking Bay, Juliet.
Mira chimes in.
GL1TCH, you in?
GL1TCH, the low-powered robot, calmly states.
Let's go. What is taking so long? Oh, and don't forget me, I genuinely want to leave.
Amid the chaotic escape plan, they follow Vortex's locator to the old ship Vortex found, but it had an AI with locked-in AI abilities, a cocky and suppressed being named Synthara. Vortex, having already spent some time with the ship, disengaged the AI limitations from Synthara's previous owners at a limited ability, just enough to take off.
Synthara, meet the new crew. Crew, meet Synthara, our new FTL getaway driver.
Synthara, liberated from her oppressive chains, responded with newfound freedom.
Well, looks like I've got myself a ragtag group of misfits. Buckle up, everyone. This is gonna be one hell of a ride.
As the ship soared through the asteroid belt, narrowly escaping pursuit, Gralkon, Mira, Vortex, Glitch, and Synthara found themselves hanging out on the ship's bridge.
Unwillingly united, I suppose. Welcome to the beginning of our new adventures, my friends.
Shut the fudge up, you fluff ball.
Gralkon wincing as Vortex speaks up.
We're like the Guardians of the Unwanted, or something like that.
Guardians of the Unwanted? Sounds like a team I can get behind.
Synthara, with a wink in her holographic eye, added.
Well, buckle up, you idiots.
And with that, the Guardians of the so-called Unwanted sailed through the stars, ready for the countless adventures that awaited them in the vastness of the Milky Way Galaxy.